Alright, let's get this going. This is going to be a goofy episode. Mostly because it's just me going through news shit that I found on Twitter. I thought was interesting. Because, we had our booster draft and review episode that we put up, earlier this week, but, like I said in the notes, I'm counting it for last week, and you guys can't stop me. So this one, probably be a shorter episode, just me reading through notes here. And starting next week, we've got some World of Darkness episodes coming up, and that shit's gonna be fun. I'm excited. And, And I was hoping to put this off a little bit longer, but I want to get this into the January, storage, I guess you could say. The January archive. Because tomorrow night I'm going to go and watch Alita Battle Angel. I'm excited to see that movie. I don't think I've watched any of the anime, and I know I've not read any of the manga, so I don't have any real knowledge base going into it. But yeah, every time I watch the trailers, I think that movie looks fucking cool. So yeah, I got a pass to hopefully see the Gofobo screening tomorrow night. And I still need to find someone else to go to, because my dumbass chose 2 passes instead of 1. So, of course, now I'm forced to rely on someone else again. But yeah, I'll figure it out. The real problem is getting out of work early, so we'll see tomorrow morning how well that works out. It's of course super late, and I'm very sleepy. Obviously this is all shit that I could have done yesterday, or the day before now, since it's Thursday morning. But yeah, I finally got off my ass and out the door at 4:30 this afternoon to finally get my car inspected so I can renew the tags. And then my pulse was too high to donate plasma, so I just kind of wandered about for a little bit and played some Pokemon Go, which I've been super fucking into the last few weeks now. And if you guys are still playing Pokemon Go, I may just tweet these numbers out regularly, but I've got my friend things, tags, I don't know. But yeah, I'll post those on the Redstone Diaries Twitter or the Facebook page and stuff. So if you guys want to be friends with me in Pokemon Go, you can do that. And yeah, they've been doing some new fun shit with that. So now when you have friends on Pokemon Go, you can send them gifts, which gives them items like Pokeballs and Stardust and whatever else. And when 2 friends are in close enough proximity, you can trade and battle and all of that depending on your friend level. So it's been getting cool. Yeah, they're finally getting done some shit they should have done to start, but still. Yeah, like I said, I'm digging it. And I always get super fucking sleepy whenever I start doing this shit. I don't know why. But yeah, earlier there was they've got these things in the Pokemon gyms now, which they call raid battles. And the way it works is they've got one super duper mega powerful Pokemon. And, I mean, it could be any one of them. But they just started a new series of raid battles with one of the legendary Pokemon from the latter games. I'm not familiar with it. Palkia. Yeah, it's just like a goofy Godzilla-looking motherfucker. So, yeah, you get a bunch of people together to fight the super powerful Pokemon, and then if you win, you get a chance to catch your own copy of that super powerful Pokemon. So, I have successfully accomplished one such raid. So, each of my 4 accounts managed to catch a Kirlia. So, that was fun. And, oh yeah, there were a couple of shiny Bulbasaurs outside my apartment earlier. So I caught a couple of them. And then, and I mean, on 2 different accounts. I caught a shiny Bulbasaur in each of those, and then the other ones did not get the shiny option there. But yeah, I've gotten a handful of shiny Pokemon, and if any of you are going to be my friends and you're in the Salt Lake City area, please tell me whether you got a shiny Magikarp, because I've got like almost 250 Magikarp candies. So if I'm going to evolve a Gyarados, I want it to be a shiny Gyarados. So yeah, I could definitely use a shiny Magikarp. If any of you have an extra one and you are close enough that we could make that trade, I would love to do that. And I don't know what I would offer in a trade for that, but I've got some cool Pokemon. We could probably work out something. And let's see. I watched all of season 2 of The Punisher last week. Uh-oh. Lucifer caught a knife in the shoulder. So yeah, I'm watching Lucifer again. And I haven't looked lately to see if they've announced a release date for season 4 yet. But I'm thinking sometime in the next month or 2. One thing I'm super excited for is for FanX, they announced Amy Garcia, who is the forensic scientist on Lucifer. So I'm super excited to meet her and hopefully trick her into falling in love with me. And we'll see. But I'm thinking that when she's up here in April, she may be announcing a release date, or hopefully be able to talk about a release date. We'll see. I mean, I was expecting it to be released sometime in March or April. That was my own personal prediction. We'll see. So, yeah, I fucking love this show. Earlier today, I caught up on Frank and Gracie. Yeah, Grace and Frankie. God damn it, I am sleepy. So, yeah. The 5th season of Grace and Frankie. Super fucking funny. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Alright. We'll see if I can make that be the last time. And then, like I was saying before, I watched the new season of The Punisher, which was good. I fucking loved that. It was so deliciously brutal. And, sweet damn, that shit got super fucking violent. They introduce a character often referred to as the Pilgrim. Yeah, I think it was a Pilgrim, who was more or less based on a character from the comics that they called the Mennonite, I believe. So they excuse me. They did some interesting things with that character, and yeah, they made him a legitimate foil for Frank Castle. Because as the name would suggest, the premise of the Pilgrim's character is that he is a a super religious type now, after having lived a life of sin. And again, his life of sin include extraordinary violence. So he was able to call on that, and using the strength of his convictions and just shit like that. He, there were a couple of times he went toe to toe with Frank Castle, and oh, poor Maze. And he took some shit and fucked it up hard. So that was fun to watch. And and there were some fun thoughts for season 3 of Punisher. So I have not heard anything yet about a cancellation for Punisher, or I believe Jessica Jones has yet to be canceled. Because I think, at the time of the other cancellations, The Punisher and I'm pretty sure Jessica Jones were still in some stage of production. So that was why their cancellations were not announced with Daredevil and Defenders and Iron Fist, Luke Cage. So, but I haven't heard anything yet about such cancellations. So who knows? I mean, I'm sure it is just a matter of time, but I would imagine Netflix is probably trying to get as many views on The Punisher Season 2 as they can before they have to announce that. And again, I forget what the deal is with Jessica Jones currently. We'll see. Shit. Ugh. I am sorry. Alright. So, going through some of my other news notes here. So Oscar Isaac is cast in the upcoming Dune. Is it a series? I can't remember. I want to say it's a series and not necessarily a feature film. But from what I've read, he'll be playing Duke Leto. I'm not familiar because I still have no point of reference for anything Dune, other than, a few things here and there that I've heard in conversation. And damn, that blonde looks familiar. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see. Rocksteady's getting ready to release a Batman, a new Batman game, and this one will be Arkham Crisis From what I've read, they've been developing it for over 2 years now. And this one is going to be it's structured in 12 acts, from what I read. Each act being about an hour, I guess, of gameplay. Or, well, I mean, if you suck at games like I do, it'd probably be a little more than an hour. But each chapter would be about an hour or so. And in this one, you're going to have access to the Batwing instead of the Batmobile. And yeah, I caught something about GTA 5 on there. Probably using some aspects of their game design. I don't know. I haven't played any of those GTA games since probably the first one. I may have played the second one a little bit, but that would have been about it. Alright. And the big rumor with this game is its release date around October of this year, which most likely is going to more or less coincide with the release of the Joker film, which is currently slated for October 14th. And that'll be the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. So, yeah. I'm not a video gamer, so I don't really know, and I don't keep up with all that stuff. But I am looking forward to that Joker film. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix is a talented actor, and from what I've heard and read about this particular film, is it's gonna kind of play up the failed comedian angle of the Joker, which is one of my more favorite origins for him. And then moving on, there's talk about the Birds of Prey movie, which is supposed to be the Harley Quinn-centric spin-off from Suicide Squad. Will possibly not be rated R. Let's see. Paul Shuri. I don't know who that is, but he has a blue check on Twitter, so that means stuff, I guess. He had tweeted from WB via an email, "There is no confirmed rating on Birds of Prey. Have a nice day." So, again, let's just shut the fuck up about rating. Who gives a shit? I don't know if you guys know this, but the MPAA doesn't mean a goddamn thing. They just draw arbitrary lines of, common decency, just utter bullshit. So, yeah, the ratings don't matter. There's some movies that people feel can't be done unless it's rated R. Any movie can be done under any rating. It just, I'm just sick of people bitching about how, this isn't true to the source content if it's not rated R. Yeah. Because most of those people have exactly no fucking clue how any of this shit works. And it's one of those things where they imagined how they want it to be, and if it's not how they want it to be, then it's all wrong, and blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not like this because I'm sleepy. I'm always furious by people. They just don't shut up and they refuse to die. I don't get it. Alright, so Matt Smith was cast in the Morbius film, and I couldn't find anything as to what character he's cast for. So, I don't know. I started reading one of the more current Morbius titles from, when did it start? 2014? 2014 or 2015. They started a Morbius title. And I was enjoying it. It was a fun little read where Morbius was kind of squatting in slums of a New York neighborhood, and he was just kind of doing the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man thing whilst not being friendly nor Spider-Man. And yeah, I was digging it for a while, and certain things in my computer habits changed, so I wasn't able to keep up with it. But I was enjoying it. And so I imagined that any Morbius movie would be based more so on those series, the more recent series. So I want to say that Morbius originally appeared in the comics in the late 80s. Well, I forget. I'd have to look that up, but I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Oh, this is something that I'm kind of excited for. Michael Oeming? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Oeming. He is going to be writing and drawing the new Dick Tracy title for IDW, which should start publishing this April. And yeah, there were a couple of images in the article, and it looks very reminiscent or homage of the original artwork, from the original series, and yeah, it's looking good. So that'll be fun. And let's see, Marvel Spider-Man, PS4, best-selling superhero game in 15 years. I don't know what other superhero games there would have been. Do they still make video games for movies? 'Cause, again, I haven't really been into video games for a very long time. And when I was, they would always release a video game for any given feature film that came out. So I don't know if that's still a thing. I imagine that would be the only reason why there would be any superhero video games over the last 15 years. But I want to play that Spider-Man game. I really do. God damn. Yeah, because Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about both of those games. And a friend of mine at work was telling me about some old arcade ROMs and things you can download for the PS4. And I'm very much concerned that once I get my credit under control again, that I might break down and buy one. I don't necessarily want to, but I'm not certain I can be stopped. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. And The Expanse Season 4 should be coming out this year. I didn't read any firm release plans as to when exactly this year. But Season 3 of The Expanse is going to start streaming on Amazon in February. So I'm really debating whether I need to get into Amazon too, because I still really want to watch that Tick series and The Marvelous Miss Maisel. I've heard fantastic things about that series, and you guys know how much I love stand-up and, stories about the early days of coming up in stand-up. So, yeah. And some months back I watched this movie called Lenny, which was a pseudo-documentary about Lenny Bruce. And fuck, that guy is my hero. I'm disappointed in myself that it took me this long to, really research him and get into his story, but yeah. Fuck, that guy was great. So, yeah. Yep. Marvelous Miss Maisel. That looks like it's going to have similar certain elements into it, which I very much appreciate. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, when I straighten out my credit again, I'm going to reassess my streaming services, because I use Hulu and Netflix currently. But I definitely want to get in on the HBO Go. And I don't know. That Amazon Prime, I might have to get in on that too. Anyway. So, there's been some speculation since the Elseworlds crossover event, which I still need to watch. I hate that I haven't watched it yet. But I guess there were some hints throughout that crossover about Diggle more or less taking up a Green Lantern ring. And I was reading an article that quoted him, and to paraphrase, he's definitely open to it. Looks like, he said that that information and the decision-making process is many pay grades above his, but given the opportunity, he would definitely be open to that possibility. And speaking of the Elseworlds crossover, the Ruby Rose Batwoman pilot is expected to start filming in March. That'll be fun. I've heard great things about the whole Batwoman presence, I guess you could say. The experience of having Batwoman in the Elseworlds crossover was well received. So I am looking forward to watching that when I finally get to watch it. And I know I can probably watch that shit on Hulu, I just haven't looked yet. I've been keeping up on The Rookie and The Gifted. What else? Oh, The Orville. The Orville's been very hard and disheartening fun for me. Yeah, this whole season, every episode of The Orville seems to deal with a different, difficult aspect of interpersonal relationships. So, just more and more shit reminding me of what I don't have and will most likely never again have in my life, so that's been fun. Okay. So, Into the Spider-Verse earned an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Feature, and I imagine it'll get it. because holy shit, that movie lived up to the fucking hype. I love that so much, and I've only watched it once so far. I need to get off my ass and go watch it again. Except that there are 5 or 6 other movies out right now. Ugh. That time was almost 10 minutes between yawns. Yeah, I still need to go watch Aquaman, and I kind of want to watch the Mary Poppins movie, but I don't think I want to watch it enough to actually get off my ass and go to a theater. We'll see. And, shit, there were a few others. I can't remember what now. Oh yeah, Glass is out. I want to go watch that. Yeah, we'll see. And, other, kind of exciting Oscar nominations. Marvel's Black Panther got 7 nominations. Or at least at what I read as of last week, probably. But that nomination list also includes Best Picture. So I'm not expecting Black Panther to win Best Picture. It would be fantastic if it did. I mean, I haven't watched all of the movies that are up for Best Picture, so I can't really say. It would absolutely be my choice. But I am not one of the old white men who are making those decisions, so, you know. Alright. So that's all the new shit that I got off of Twitter the last couple weeks. And, let's see, Wise Guys this weekend. Tonight, which is Thursday the 31st, there is a locally grown comedy show, Wise Guys Downtown. It's $5 to get in the door there. And that's just a handful of local comics getting together and doing a showcase. So, yeah, I couldn't find a list of everyone performing, so I would say just go to wiseguyscomedy.com. I'm pretty sure that's the website. You can go there and you can, purchase your tickets online there. And then go and have a fun night of comedy. It's worth the time, I assure you. And this weekend, February 1st and 2nd, headlining Wise Guys Downtown is Ari Shaffir. Yeah, it's 4 shows, 2 each night, but they're all sold out. So, if you're looking for other shows to check out, Tommy Davidson is headlining Jordan Landing the 1st and 2nd. 2 shows each night, $20. And I think, if I recall correctly, the early show on Saturday was sold out. Otherwise, you can get in there. And then Alex Voluto is headlining Wise Guys Ogden, 1st and 2nd. He'll be doing 1 show each of those nights. And for those shows, it'll be $12 to get in the door. Okay, I think I remember who that blonde is now. Okay. And then the Addicts Comedy Tour. They are doing a show on the 4th, 7 p.m., Wise Guys Downtown. And that will be $20 to get in the door there. And on the 5th, Michael Q, or Q, it's spelled Q-U-U. Again, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I like to think I did a pretty good job, but anyway. So yeah, the 5th, 7 p.m. Wise Guys Ogden. $20 to get tickets to that. So, yeah. That's all the wise guys stuff happening over the next week. And there we go. I can't remember if there was anything worthwhile on Facebook for me to talk about on here. Oh, Matt. Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't have your tickets to FanX Spring yet, you should definitely do that. Because it looks like it's going to be a great show. And I cannot wait. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Thursday, January 31st, Bonsai 2019 Mascot Contest. Going on now. 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's odd. Anyway. Let's see. Local Artist Showcase. Good grammar. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that is. But if you want to try and figure it out, you can. Looks like it's some sort of an open mic type show. Okay. So, yeah. Everything I talk about now, you can just get on Facebook and search if you need to. Oh. Dungeons and Comedy. 8:30 to 10:30 tonight. And this show is going to be featuring Amara Ames, Stephen Ethington, John Deming, and Matt Foster. And hosted by Nicholas Don Smith. Dungeon mastered by Aaron Orlovitz. Oh, and Matt Foster is the designated player supreme on this show. So, yeah, go to that. It's going to be a great show. I love that show every time. I do not make it out anywhere near as often as I used to, let alone as much as I want to. Yeah, that stuff doesn't look great. So, Friday, February 1st, 6 p.m. at the Urban Lounge, a Free Kittens show. That is hosted by my friend Jason Harvey and Greg Orm. And this show is going to be featuring Brian Higgins, Matt Foster, Natasha Maurer, and Spencer King. All super funny people. So go to that show. It'll be great. And then let's see here, Lighthouse Music Lounge. I don't know what that is. Doesn't look like an actual event thing. So I don't know. Magic the Gathering Modern Tournament, Youth Link Fiji Fundraiser, Paragon Games, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, February 2nd. SLC Punk Rock Flea Market at the Beehive. I need to go to one of those sometimes. That'll be from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. I might be able to go to that for a few minutes. Possibly. I don't know, we'll see. Adam Sandler is at the Vivint Smart Home Arena on Monday, February 4th. So, yeah, I guess if you're into that, you should go. That same night, looks like there's going to be a concert at Kilby Court. And it says here, the home team, Hillian, rejoin the team, if and only if. Yeah, I'm not familiar with any of those guys. But it's an all-ages concert. Doors open at 7. They've got a website on there. You can probably buy tickets there. Oh, there it is. Tickets are $10 to $12. I don't know why the difference in price there, but I'm sure there's a reason. Alright. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything going on around here for the next week. And I've been doing this now for long enough. Just about a full show now. Huh. I'm almost getting competent at this, it would seem. But in the meantime, feel free to check out the Twitter accounts, Redstone Diaries, and the Facebook page, and the website, ComedyShedRadio.com. You can email us through that. And we've got the Comedy Shed Radio hotline, which is 801-900-3154. And if you've called that number and you weren't sure, don't fret. I recorded an outgoing message finally, because I've only had that number for about 8 years, and have been using it for the Shed hotline for almost 3 years now. So yeah, when you call that number, you will know that you are calling the Comedy Shed Radio hotline. And I'll probably change that outgoing message at some point when I'm not recording it at 1 o'clock in the morning, because I did that before I started this. And yeah, feel free to take a gander at the show notes, because we've got some fun links on there that can be used to direct some money our way, so that it'll be a little bit easier for me to pay for all this and to be appreciated. So yeah, got Patreon going, and I'm going to get some people together in the next couple weeks to play some other games that will be available on the Patreon page. And yeah, I'm working on making that stuff fun. So we'll see what I can get done. And let's see, is there anything else? I don't think so. Alright. So, yeah, I guess I'll call it there. Yeah, thanks for listening. And yeah, most sincerely, I really do appreciate everything you guys do to support us as you have. Because I've noticed this month, especially, we've gotten considerably more downloads than usual. And yeah, all I can see is that more people have been, at the very least, starting to listen to episodes of this show. So I don't know if you guys have been passing it along, or suggesting us to your friends, or trying to get back at your enemies. Whatever it is you're doing, thanks. It's been a lot of fun for me. And yeah, I think that's it. Later.